Mario Ottiglio is with us. He's a global health policy analyst who joins us from Geneva in Switzerland. Mario, welcome to the program. You know, apart from any medical assessment, it does appear that good governance is the most important tool after medicine in trying to control the coronavirus. And it appears bizarre that Sweden and Germany, two governments that the world looks to do the right thing, appear almost to have underestimated the severity of the coronavirus. What do you think's happened? Is the science not clear enough?
Well, thank you for the question and good morning, and thank you for having me. Well, the science is becoming clearer, but as we have discussed a few times, this is the first time that our generation, and I mean like politicians, scientists, and us, the people, are confronting a crisis like this. So science has spoken loud and clear. But politicians need to balance these imperatives with the sentiments of society, but also the marketplace. There is a COVID fatigue. This has hit people and has hit their representative as well. After the summer, understandably, many of the stricter measures were lifted. Life returned largely to normal in many places, but unfortunately, it has become clear that a return to normality allows the virus to spread. And I think we were not fast already enough to take measures right after the summer. There was a decision stalemate, and we were not able to manage it. And I think we're paying the consequences now.
Yeah, it's interesting you mentioned the societal impact. I just wanted to get your opinion about where you stand on restrictions over Christmas, which will make a normal Christmas pretty much impossible, because there is the mental health issue to consider. And in the UK, it seems to be, I mean, whatever the market forces might say about how much money the British spend during Christmas, this issue of mental health, to relax restrictions and allow people to travel over 5 days, that seems to have been an issue that the government has thought, you know what, people will feel so much better, so it might be worth the risk. What do you think?
So, connecting to what I was saying, I think we are paying the decision-making stalemate, right? That happened more or less during the first weeks of October. Have we gone through appropriate measure? I think we will be in a much better place. So, frankly, it's tough, but we know what summer has brought to Europe. We have seen the trend in the US after Thanksgiving. We know that without tight measures, we will face a very harsh end of January and February in Europe. But I think there has been a failure in mitigating the social impact, because new decisions were taken literally only a few hours ago. If you read the news, basically every minute you get like some sort of new thing happening. And this means that people have been left without direction, confused, unable to plan or to cope with the idea of a different holiday season. I think many accept, the Christmas bubble, the kind of the end of the magic, right, for many Europeans. But I think if we were a little bit clearer on the communication point of view, last time I was here, I pointed out that there was a communication failure by institutions. And I think that's still the problem. Hard measures during Christmas were unavoidable, but we could have planned the delivery of the news much better. Because the problem is that in this way, we are risk strengthening the growing movement of the COVID skeptics, and without even mentioning the consequences on the vaccine and the potential hesitancy. So I think it's a communication problem once again, Adnan.
So what would your recommendation be in an ideal world in terms of trying to get back to some sort of normality after the terrible in January and February you think might be coming? The balance that has to be struck between vaccination programs and the advice being given to people and opening up the economy, it's so difficult.
It's an impossible dilemma, right? But there is probably a solution. I think that there is a need to work as a team. Science, people, politics, we have to get past this thing, but we have to be able to give to people a roadmap. We have to tell them what's next in the most possible rational way. If you see the news, many have offered a date, a moment. Oh, spring is going to be okay. Summer is going to be okay. This is not like a switch on, switch off, right? It's not an appliance. It's not a light bulb. We will have vaccines next year, very soon, in a couple of weeks, nearly everywhere. And this will help a great deal, but it will not be enough, because we will not be able to meet the need in the short term. We will need to pair that immunization program with a rational set of maybe light measures, with us giving people a roadmap, a sense of responsibility, and giving them like a clear the ability to cope, right, with expectation and with the fact that probably, you know, in the end of the year, in the beginning of 22, we will really be back in normalcy. So I think communication once again becomes a critical aspect, and I hope that we'll be learning once again from this lesson.
Yes, but probably the issue is that we're going to talk about exactly this thing again at some stage in January or February. We've all got our fingers crossed, Mario. I won't be speaking to you personally before the 25th of this month, so buon Natale, Mario.
Grazie, thank you very much.